Okay, so I have my MAC paint pot here, and we're just gonna go ahead and prime our eyelids. I do already have a little concealer on them, but I still wanna go in with my paint pot. Okay, and I'm gonna go in and just set it a little bit. And I didn't bring out any setting powder, so I'm just gonna use my Milani. And so we're just doing the eyes today. I have already done my base, just lightly too. I just put powder on. Did a little concealer underneath the eyes, a little spot concealing. Haven't really done much to the base, but after this video, I'm gonna try to film one more, and then I'm gonna shampoo my hair. So I don't want to go in with foundation and all of that just to turn around and shampoo my hair. So again, of course, we are using our Milani palette, and this is the Pure Passions palette. It does come with a mirror, and here are the shades. So today, I think I am gonna go in with the shade. So I'm going to go in with Heat Is On. And that will be this shade right here. I'm just gonna put this in my outer corner. And I'm just putting that in the little socket right here. And I'm just gonna drag it just a little bit. Okay, so I was thinking that we were gonna do an all matte look today, but I think I'm changing my mind as I'm sitting here looking at this palette. So instead of doing an all matte look, I think we're gonna go in next with this shade Pink Sand. And that will be this color right here. I think that's what I was gonna do for the all matte look. I was gonna choose this. I'm still trying to think, do I want to do that? We're gonna have two looks that are shimmer. So maybe I will do the all matte today. So scratch Pink Sand. And instead we're gonna go in with Totally Fond of You. And I'm gonna pick up my brush and go back in with the Heat Is On. I'm just trying to blend these into each other. These two shades, so they kind of marry up together. And now, hold on, I'm gonna check the quality and make sure you guys can see. Okay, so I stopped to check the lighting, and when I stopped to check the lighting, I decided to open up some more blinds and to put my ring light on. But in the midst of that, I saw the time and I forgot that I was supposed to be heading out to pick up Lucky's meds, his heartworm and flea and tick and his allergy medicine. So we had to jump in the car and run and do that. So it's been maybe about 30 minutes and I am back. So let's go ahead and finish the eye look. It is hot outside, you guys. But let's go ahead and I'm still tapping back into that lid shade just in case I have sweated any of it off. I didn't tell you guys that Lucky hurt his back. So I picked him up, and I picked him up and put him on my bed, and when I was picking him up and putting him on my bed, I heard this moan, like, you know, that sound, and I was like, oh boy. It was almost time for them to close, and my vet doesn't work on a Thursday, so I called him up and I was like, and I know you're getting ready to close, but can he see him? And she was like, well, I'll ask him, Jackie. She said his son got hurt and he's trying to rush out the door. And he is so kind, you guys. He was like, tell her to bring him on. So I rushed down there, and the vet office is all of 10 minutes away from where I live. So Dr. Ledger took care of him. They gave him a pain shot, and he's on the mend, and I'm so happy about it. So today, this Wednesday, will be his 2 weeks where he's supposed to be taking it easy, and I can already see that he's feeling better, and I'm glad about that. So I have left the house twice today, trying to leave him behind, telling him my usual, Lucky, Mommy will be right back. You stay here and wait for me. And as soon as I go to shut the door, he's already in the garage ahead of me. So he has been 2 places with me today when he's supposed to be taking it easy. So I'm gonna leave the eyes where they are right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump off and do my eyebrows, and we'll come back and finish up the look. Okay, so I'm back, and I have put my brows on, and I am going to pull one more shade to go underneath my brow bone, and that shade is Truth or Bear. Let's just try this one and see if it's too light. I think it'll work. And then I'm just going to take a clean brush and just make sure everything is blended nicely. Okay, so now let's work on doing our eyelashes. And we're just going to use our Lancome Cils Booster XL and just coat the lashes just a little bit. And we'll let that dry down just a little. And while that is drying down, I think I'm gonna go in with, it looks mighty dark, you guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had forgotten to turn on another light. So I am gonna go in with my Milani pencil. This is the Milani Stay Put Eyeliner in Semi Sweet. And while our lashes are drying down, we're just gonna go ahead and pop this in the waterline. Y'all know when I first started filming, and then Lucky and I hopped in the car to went to go and pick up his meds, I turned the air conditioner on in the car, and when I tell you guys, my eyes were running like water. It was just, I was like, I hadn't even been tearing up or anything until we got in the car and got under that air conditioner. Okay, so we have that on. So let's go ahead and pop on some mascara. And we're going to be using our Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I have to make myself slow down. I try to go so fast, and that's when I start messing up. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the mascara on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our mascara on our top lashes, and let's go ahead and put some eyeshadow on our lower lashes, and then we'll put our mascara on and we'll complete this look because I am melting underneath all these lights. I think we're just gonna take the same shade, Heat is On, and just run it underneath our bottom lash line. I don't really wanna go too far down with it though. Okay, and now what I'm trying to decide, since we have done an all matte look, I'm trying to decide if I do want to do an inner corner. I think I am going to go ahead and put the Always Pink of Me, the one I was going to put underneath my brow bone. I think I'm just going to see what that looks like popped right here. That doesn't look bad. I didn't want to do a shimmer. Kind of brighten it up just a little bit right here. Okay, I think that's where we'll leave it. I kind of like that. And now we're going to go back into our mascara and just coat the bottom lashes. And this look, besides our lipstick, this look will be done. Okay, I have for lipstick today, I am using ColourPop. I'm going in with my Shayla times ColourPop Lippy Pencil, and this is in the shade BFF. And then we're using our Slow Dance Velvet Blur lipstick by ColourPop as well. And again, we used our Milani Pure Passions palette. This palette is not even anything new, but again, we are doing our Throwback Thursdays video, and so I just thought I would use this palette for the video. Again, this is what the palette looks like, and that's why I was gonna say these metallic shades are really gorgeous. And they do have some matte shades in here, but just for your outer corner, I've been typically sticking with these two shades right here. I started out doing a Throwback Thursday look with this palette, and then I started thinking I have been doing so many different looks, so let's do 3 looks using this one palette. So this is the second look that I've done, and really when you see the video, this is going to be my first look. And then I'm going to do one more look that's going to be a little bit more dramatic. And then my final look, which I have already recorded, is just the most dramatic, which for me, not really dramatic, but I have eyelashes on and everything. So I'm just taking you from like a soft look, everyday look, which this is just an everyday look. And then we're going to bump it up a notch in my second look with this palette. And then again, we're going to bump it up another notch for my third look with this palette. So I just wanted to inspire you, if you have this palette in your collection, to take it out and play with it, because I have loved creating looks with it. I have loved taking it to school with me every day. I get there a little early so I can go to the restroom, and I put this palette to use. I put it on my eyes, and I have, like I said, I have enjoyed the looks that I have created using this palette. So moving on to look number 3. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start our next look using our Milani palette. And I just dropped it on the floor, so I hope this shade popped out, so I hope it stays in for this video. I am gonna go in with the shade Spice It Up, and that is this shade right here. And I'm also going to go ahead and pop the shade Totally Fond of You, and that's a shade we have used before. I'm going to go ahead and pop this into the crease. I'm so afraid this shade is going to fall out, but we're going to go ahead and pop this shade into the crease, just sweeping it back and forth. And next, I am going to go in, like I mentioned, I'm going to go in with Spice It Up, and I'm going to put that in the crease. So again, we're just adding this shade to the crease, and we're also going to take this same shade and bring it down onto the lid. we're just packing it onto the lid. Okay, and now I'm going to take a smaller brush and we're going to go into Heat is On. It's that shade that fell out. Shade right here. And I'm actually going to mix both of these two shades together. But I'm going to start with Heat is On, and then I'm going to mix it with Late Date. And this is a really easy eye look to do. And it doesn't take much time at all. Okay, so I'm going to just do this lid, finish this lid right here. And then I'm going to hop over to my other eye. And we're going to do a different look on this eye. But first, let me go ahead and get my eyeliner. And I am going to go ahead and tighten line. Okay, and for my inner corner, I am going in with the shade Pink Sand. And that's going to be the shade right here. And we're just going to put a little bit. And then we go back in with Spice It Up. And on the outer corner, we're just going to mix these two shades again. Okay. And that is the look for this eye. And again, we're keeping things light and simple and building with each eye look. Building up with each eye look. Okay, so we're going to hop into the next eye over here. And again, we are going to start off with Totally Fond of You. This is one of my favorite transition shades. So this is the third eye look. And I've already recorded the fourth, because remember, these were not recorded in order. I had only intended on doing one eye look, and I liked the palette so much, I went ahead and did another one. And then I decided to jump back on and do two more. Okay, so now I'm just going to use Heat is On. And this time I'm going to go in with a shade that is so hard for me to describe what color this is. It kind of reminds me of a peach gold. Let me swatch it. Let's see. I don't know if you can tell. And again, let's see. This is what that shade, no, this is it right here. This is what the shade looks like right here. So pretty. I'm gonna dip in just a little bit with Spice It Up. So I don't want this to be so dark. And these shades do layer very nicely on top of each other. I think that shade, oh, it's just so pretty. I just can't describe what shade I think it is though. What tones it is. And I feel like with this palette, because there are only 2 shades to deepen up your outer crease, that you do have to go in sometimes and layer to just get different transitions and different outer corners. And for this shade that we just laid down, I don't necessarily put an inner corner. I just take it to the inner corner. And I'm going to do the same thing. And that is, I'm going to go ahead and tight line. We're just going to bring that lid shade right on down. And then I'm going to go in a little bit with Spice It Up. And Heat is On. And that's the shade that keeps falling out. And so this is what the eyes are looking like. What I'm going to do is hop off and go ahead and put my mascara on and pick out a lip color, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and we're just going to do one last thing to the eyes, and that is I'm going to go in with Truth or Bear, and that's going to be, let me take it out. It's going to be this shade right here, and we're just going to pop that in just our little brow bone area. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now for the lip color, I'm going to use my Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Nibble. And I do have my ColourPop Lippy Pencil, Shayla times ColourPop, and this is BFF. Just going to do a little lining of the lips. Are y'all ready for fall? Because it is right around the corner and I am ready. Fortunately, the temperatures here haven't been terribly hot these last couple of weeks, so that is a bonus. And again, these smell so good. Oh, And this is the final look. I have done 4 looks using this Milani palette. And so I'm going to, again, give you a close-up of the look that I've done today. So this is the first look. And here is the next look. And both looks together. So I'm not sure what palette we will be using for our next Throwback Thursday video, but I think I'll have my act together. Whatever palette that I select, I will try to, again, do at least 2 to 3 looks with that palette. And this is not going to be a every Thursday type of video, just whenever I can fit it into my schedule, we'll do it. So this is look number 2 and look number 3. And stay tuned for the final look. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get this video started. We're gonna prime our eyelids with our Urban Decay. This is the eyeshadow primer potion, and this is the anti-aging formula. So we're gonna go ahead and set our lids with this Peach Perfect by Too Faced, and this is in translucent pink. And for those of you that may not have seen my Throwback Thursday video, because I've only done one, it's where I go through my collection and pull out some old products that I haven't used in a while and just go ahead and show them a little bit of love. And the palette that we are talking about and that we're going to use in today's look is our Milani Pure Passions palette. So with this Milani palette, does it have names? Yes, we're gonna go in with Totally Fawn of You. That's going to be this, yeah, it's gonna be this shade right here, Totally Fawn of You. And Fawn is F-A-W-N. And we're just gonna dust this a little bit above the crease. Okay, and the next shade that we're going to go in with is Spice It Up. And that's going to be this shade right here, Spice It Up. And for the next shade that I'm going to use, Late Date. And that's going to be this shade right here, Late Date. I'm going to make sure this gets built up. Okay, now I'm going to take my Makeup Geek brush and go in with Sunset by the Beach. Is that what we're going to do? Let me swatch these. We're either going to do this shade right here, which is Sunset by the Beach, or this pretty shade right here, which is Desert Getaway. I think we're just gonna do Desert Getaway. Look how pretty that is. Still does look a little pink. And just tap over that little line between the two so it's not a harsh line. This kind of looks like a copper penny. Now for the inner corner, or just that little space on the lid, I think we're gonna go in with pink sand, but it really does not look pink. Not all that much anyway. If you can even see. Just to brighten it up just a little bit. Do I like? Let's see. I don't know if I like it. Oh no, that's pretty. Okay, I can like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, catch this side up and I'll be right back. So this is the final look, everybody, using our Milani palette in Pure Passion. This is what it looks like, and I'll just continue to hold that little shade that wants to pop out on us. We're going to wrap this video up because my eyes are running like nobody's business. So this is the final look for our Throwback Thursday video. So if you like these types of videos, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell so you know every time that I upload a video, and share the channel because you know I don't mind. And lastly, please know that you are always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, everyone, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.